Hello, this is Annalisa from Faith Dream Create, and welcome back to my channel. It has been a while since I posted, and I will get more into that as we go along, but here is a glimpse at the project that I will be sharing with you in today's video. I am going to be making a junk journal or a photo album with a little golden book. This has been a project that I have been wanting to do for so long, and I'm back and I'm sharing this with you for July. So Christmas in July, I'm going to bring you along for the process. I haven't finished this yet. I need to get back into my craft room and finish it because I want it to be ready for December so I can add memories and pictures. So I need to get back in my craft room, and then I'm going to share this with you for Christmas in July. So definitely stay tuned and come back again and see my process. So I have done things a little bit differently. I have done my own spin on the junk journaling. There's so many tutorials out there and lots of different ways to do it, but let's get right into today's video. So these are the two books that I'm going to be working with. You could definitely just make two albums, but I love the two books here and I wanted to combine them together to create my junk journal or photo album. So love this one with the alphabet, the different alphabets for Christmas, and then Jingle Bells. Love that. Jingle Bells is one of my kids' favorite Christmas songs, so absolutely love that. And I love the red spine on this one. You don't always see that, and I definitely want to go ahead and preserve the spines. You can definitely make the spines bigger and not preserve those spines, or maybe you can save these spines and use them in a different way. I was thinking you could make a bookmarker with these spines if you didn't choose to use. So here is my process, and it's not going to look pretty. I watched a bunch of tutorials on YouTube, and sometimes YouTube tutorials make everything look easy, and I saw a method where they took their bone tool here, their bone, I forget what this is called, the bone tool. It helps make things flat and cuts things with the end, and they used it to separate the book, found the middle, tried to separate it, looked easy. But what I found is that it ripped the pages, and when I was working with the second book, I didn't need this tool. All I needed to do was find the middle and bend it back and forth until it released from the staples. So as you can see here, some of the papers were ripped and the spine was a little bit damaged, but I'm going to fix that. But now I'm just going back and flattening those staples, and then I'm going to come in with some cardboard to create my spine, make it more sturdy as we go along. And we're going to have fun with the process. So try different methods. If what you see on a YouTube tutorial is not working for you, try and problem solve that, because we all do things differently and it all works. So as you can see, this book just came nicely apart, and all I needed to do is wiggle it till these staples released the book. So this is the second book that I am working on, and so much easier, and the pages didn't get ripped. It didn't matter that the pages got ripped with the first one because I'm going to be cutting them down anyways, but this method worked so much better. So now I'm just flattening those staples again. This is where the bone folder tool came in handy. So looking through these, trying to figure out what I want to do. So I'm definitely going to get out my paper cutter and trim these down. And then you're going to see how I am going to bind everything together. This clip should be later in the video, but this video was a little bit difficult to edit because I had so many different small clips because I was filming this over multiple days. And it is what it is. This one got mixed up, but you're getting a glimpse into how I did it. But let's go back to that spine. So I'm just using some cardboard to create the spine. This is just a regular Amazon packaging that I had. and then I'm going to spruce it up and make it look pretty with some cardstock. But first I need to fix the spine. So I gently fixed where the spine got nicked from getting this book apart, and I'm using some packing tape to fix that, make it look pretty. It also adds durability to the spine and a little bit of shine. And then I'm cutting the extra off, and then using my Tim Holtz paper trimmer to trim down this cardboard, get it right to where I want it, and then I will continue to mark it out here and fold it and make sure that it is where I want it. And then I didn't want to leave just this brown spine in here. Definitely could have, but I wanted to add to that red vibe with the red spine and the red background inside. So you're going to see me pull out some cardstock here in a minute. I am using the glue press as well. I love this thing. It just makes it easier, in my opinion. I know there's been a lot of different opinions out there, but it just really works for me. I feel like the glue always got clogged in the other ones, and this still doesn't get clogged, but it's just easier. So adding in that cardboard spine, and then I will let this dry for quite a while before I move on to the next steps and adding that coil in that you saw in the last clip. That clip is just like, wait, what is she using? Keep watching, because I'm going to tell you all of the details of this video. You definitely saw the whole album at the beginning too, or not the whole album, but what I have worked on. So just folding this in and making sure that it is the right size. I love that red spine on the side. All right, so loving how this is looking. So now everything is dry, and I am going to come in and add some red over here. So I'm using the glue press again. Actually, I'm just fixing it a little bit, making sure that it's adhered down. Part of it was not completely glued. Making sure that it is adhered perfectly is a must. Alright, admiring the work a little bit more, and then we can move on. This was such a fun project to make. So now I'm adding in the red cardstock, and while I add in this red cardstock, if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for being here. I took a while off, about 100 days. I posted my Easter cards, and then I really felt like I needed a break from posting. I needed to just take a break from crafting and focus on some other things. It's been a while since I created cards, and I was able to just sit back and think about what I want to create. I'm definitely still going to create cards, but I want to create projects like this. I have been wanting to create a project like this for a while. I've been able to work on my scrapbooking and document my kids and our story for them. And I'm not filming that on here, but I love that I've been able to do those projects. So if you are new here, welcome. I would love for you to subscribe and join me here. I will definitely be sharing more junk journaling if I get around to it, and I'm going to be posting some more cards here and there. I do not know what my channel looks like right now, but definitely stick around because I will not stop being creative, and I will share with you when I can. Life is busy, and I am a homeschool mom to 4 kiddos too, so I don't know if I will be posting here a lot, but I want to. So stay tuned and subscribe. And go watch some of my older videos. I have so many videos on here that can hopefully inspire you as well, even if I'm not posting. But let's get back to the project. So this is a Pro Click coil. I have the ProClick binding machine, which I use in our homeschool to bind curriculum. What I love about these spines is they are reusable and you can add pages in. So I could just open this up to the middle of the album and add a page in. So how cool is that? So I'm just using some twine and I attached it to the top and so that it wouldn't fall off. And then I am going to wrap it all around and tie it off. It's going to wiggle a little bit, but it's not going anywhere. So then here is that ProClick binding machine. I definitely want to make sure that your page is pushed all the way in so that it punches it perfectly. So I am just using this to punch the holes in the little golden book, and then I am cutting the pages down a little bit so they fit into the junk journal or photo album, adding them in. And then once I have all of the pages from both books in here, I can just open up the spine and add in different elements. So I have a bunch of papers, small papers, and I'm going to add envelopes and vellum and different elements in here. I can just add it in between the pages where I want it. There's so many different ways to bind these kind of journals, but this is the way I chose to do it for now because I had these coils on hand. Maybe I will switch it up. I want to try different methods, but I just use what I have on hand for now. And you will have to find the style that works for you if you want to do this project too. I just want to go ahead and encourage you, if there's a project, a creative project that you have been wanting to try or get to, go ahead and do it. Now is the time to do it. I am so happy that I was able to get to this project. I am excited that I'm getting it done now because I could have left it till November and then December, and then I wouldn't be able to put the memories and the photos in. So my goal is to get this done during July, share it with you, and then during December, I want to print photos and I want to write down memories of our Christmas, and I want to preserve them in this journal. And maybe I don't share the process in December because that would be a big project, but I can definitely do a flip through after December, or when I have this album done. It might be like sometime in January I have the pictures and details all done, because those projects can take a while, but the album will be done and I love that. So as you can see, I am just cutting down the pages here. They have been hole punched or binded. The punches, the holes for binding have been done, and then I'm just trimming down the pages so they don't hang over the edges and then adding them in. So I definitely need to get back into my craft room and make this. It has been busy summer getting things in order in my home, and another reason why I haven't been posting, I think I just had like a creative rut, but we had mice this year in our home after winter, and it was a battle to get rid of them. And there was a few hanging out in my craft room, and so I was trying to trap them in there. And I didn't really want to go in my craft room when they were hanging in there. And I had to clean up my craft room and keep it clean, and I couldn't put stuff on the floor. Not that stuff should be on the floor, but I have a very small craft space. So every once in a while, a few things do go on my floor, but I just didn't want to go in there. I didn't want to go in there and create a mess and deal with it all. So I just took a break. I was still creative in different ways. I was able to get a lot of scrapbooking done, photos printed for Project Life, and documenting my story with my kids, and that has been so great. So I am going to add a few more of these pages in, and then I will be back next week with more of the process. I may not share more of me binding and putting these pages from the Golden Books in. Maybe I will finish that off camera and then add in some more of the fun elements, the extra papers, the vellum, the envelopes, and add to this junk journal. But definitely come back again and see the process. Happy Christmas in July, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.